You are watching my favorite YouTube channel. It's called Chillmonger. Dr. Evel Ewing did an interview on blackcomiclords.net. I'm going to read a bit of it, and you'll read the rest when you have a chance to because the article is attached down there. Given the controversy of the prior writer's run, what made you decide not to do an immediate fix? The answer from the author is that I am lucky as a writer to write across many genres. And when I write my books and many other projects, I write alone and I make all the decisions alone. But comics are a team sport, and canon is part of the game. So you know where this direction is going. I'm just going to compare it before we read the rest of the answer to like politics. Trump's the president, in comes Joe Biden. All right, what does he do on his first day? He signs a whole bunch of legislation. Some of these executive orders and things that he puts down undo the prior stuff. He doesn't go, I'm going to keep the Muslim ban actually. I think I don't want to shake things up. It's a team sport. We're a country. We're still the same country. That doesn't happen. And if something's detrimental to the brand, which is making him not the king and making him the position that he's in, then it's in best interest of everybody alive to undo that. With a character like T'Challa, whom many writers have had their hands over several generations. Sorry, the camera right now and the tripod is blocking my direction. Several generations. There will always be decisions that I agreed with or that fit with my taste, and others that are maybe not the route I would have taken. That is the politest way to say you didn't like what Human Garbage wrote. But regardless, with any character, unless it's someone I'm inventing from scratch, my view is that my job is to pick up the ball and run, not to throw it away and say we're playing a different game. You have another kind of duty as well, and it's to fight racism is one way to put it, but just any if you're not aware of what's happening with the Black Panther brand and the dilution of what makes him special, if you're not aware of the video game that they're gonna make, it's a Black Panther video game, right? Awesome news, right? T'Challa's not gonna be there. There's actually an effort right now to have competition within T'Challa, the main character, the primary character of Black Panther, competition within his own brand, so that when you say Black Panther, you don't think of him. I'm wearing a Superman T-shirt. Great example. I didn't even plan this. You know who this is. It's Clark Kent Superman, right? You're not thinking about that time in the alternate universe, or you're not even thinking about Supergirl who wears the same thing, right? Because it's just a symbol of hope for Krypton. You know who it is. You know the brand. They're not trying to give that to T'Challa. Making him not the king for the sake of respecting canon, like I didn't just read this Ultimate Invasion book where Jonathan Hickman himself, a writer of T'Challa, let me find the pages with him, doesn't have him wearing the T'Challa getup that's happening now, right? This comic book came a week after Black Panther issue 1, and it pays no attention to the like. Who's respecting canon? Who's respecting canon? Everyone knows it's gonna return, so it's just a matter of time, and time is killer. The last issue of Human Garbage came out in March. From March till now, we're for the third month of the year. Now it's the seventh month of the year. That's 4 months of fans going, yo, how long is T'Challa going to be in this position? It's actually turning people off. It's damaging. And we know how stories in Marvel, they go on 5 issue arcs or 6 issue arcs so you can write for the trade. I anticipate that this is going to last for, it's not going to be resolved in issue 2. This is going to last. He's going to be in this position. And there's a lot of people who be turned off. I was at the comic shop. I had not a customer. I'm not a shop owner. I had a colleague of mine who I communicate with on because it's the comic shop, right? Tell me about how he's disinterested in reading the Black Panther. It was a white guy. I want to show you a video here of a guy named Yule. He's got fantastic comics. Wrong, wrong screen. If you want to see my Blue Beetle reaction, watch my Chill Members video. But here it is right here. Listen.
I had a guy come in one day during the last Black Panther run, and he looks at me. He says, "I never thought I would say this, but I would like to be taken off Black Panther." And he gets.
Did he feel shame?
He did. Like he wasn't representing. You know what I mean? It's like he has I didn't want one. And that was a very sad thing. That's
Was
his
it John
toxic
Ridley run or Eve Ewing?
It was the John Ridley run.
I
So
don't blame him. That
he
thing got
didn't
bad
give a shit
quick.
when I handed him the Eve Ewing one. I said it's way more superhero than the last one. He didn't care.
He turned him off to Black Panther forever?
I don't know about forever, but you know, like if JMS would have been.
Okay, let me get back to me now. There we are. That was a cool example from the Thinking Critical YouTube channel. That's from his live stream on Saturday, the 30-minute mark, if you want to get that full video there. It's necessary to uplift this character and recognize everything around that's surrounding him. There's even a video game called Captain America and Black Panther, and it's going to be about him and Steve Rogers and the grandfather of T'Challa. So now we're thinking of Black Panther just to think about other guys. I don't like that the Black Panther is being this rotational, who's the Black Panther now, who is it now, who's it there? The reason this character was invented by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby was literally representation by every facet of the world. They said, you know what? We know the way the world is. We can see the position that anyone with a melanated skin tone is at. Where are they from? They're from Africa. Well, what's the problem with Africa? It's colonized. This country is not colonized. He's also going to be king of the country. That's right. We need that image. That'd be great. He's really smart as well as being strong and fast and can whoop the Fantastic Four. And to deconstruct that is to deconstruct a symbol of anti-racism or a representative of hope, glee, joy, everything nice in the world that Stan and Jack were going for. I don't care about continuity if you can wrap things up and fix, and you can fix things up. If I'm talking to Eve Ewing now, or to any writer who's listening, who cares? Anything can be undone. Everything does eventually get undone, but you can undo things really quickly. He's a Skrull. I don't know. And then after that one undoing, let's just say you undo it in the first 5 pages of the new issue, you still got like 15 other pages to make it a good book. The damage, though, is lasting. I want to draw attention to that. So, the Black Comics, wrong page. The Black Comics Lords, they've got a big interview that you guys can see. Like, the next question that they have on this page is, they're going to ask her about the opening line in the introduction page indicates that T'Challa will always be the Black Panther. Was this intentional to assuage the concerns of the Cult of Bast? The Black Panther comic stands. Yeah, that's what we call ourselves, the Cult of Bast. Cool. Who feared that Marvel was getting rid of T'Challa? Nah, I didn't write that copy. The Marvel editorials, they did that. The next question that they ask is here. There have been a number of technical upgrades to T'Challa's uniform over the years. Is his latest uniform still made of vibranium? It's made of vibranium. Great questions, great answers. What power or abilities does Besa have? Is there any cultural significance to her costume? If you want the answer to that question, I'm not going to scroll down any further. You're going to have to go to the article and support that. Watch the ads and do all the things that make websites money. It's down there. Check it out. I'm chill. You know what to do because it's the end of the video. It's what we like. If you don't like, don't dislike this stuff. Don't dislike. If you don't like, leave a comment and say why you disliked. That's better. If you disagree, am I taking this representation thing too far? Am I paranoid that they just don't want black men to succeed? Or a black character, whether it's male or female, is irrelevant to me. But there's a really high significant top black character that exists in the world, and what's happening is he's being chopped. If you don't see it, you're not looking for it.